Hi everyone! My name is Pixelily and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Alright, so last we left off, we investigated the crime scene with Byakuya. This case is also similar to previous Genocide Jack cases, but there is something missing from them. But we found that out going into the archive with Byakuya. And also, Toko seems to be acting strange. She locked herself up in her room last time we checked. And we also learned a little bit more about Chihiro and what she was doing before nighttime. And now we discovered everything we could. And it is now the class trial. I am so nervous, but I'm so excited. Alright, and Toko's on the screen. Alright, so... I have gone over the truth bullets multiple times. Hopefully, I get everything right. On the first try. I don't know. I am so nervous. Oh boy. Hey, Monokuma. Ahem, so is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind? Or are we missing someone? Yeah. Oops. Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... You really don't remember? Yeah, where is Toko? Kidding! I'm just kidding! How could I forget about that little nut job? Holy cow. She's a crucial part of the class trial this time. Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. Oh boy. Oh, is she still back in her room? And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. Holy cow. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible. Monokuma doesn't care about stuff like that, Toko. You know this. Woo! And he just ignores her. Oh my gosh. Woo! So now everyone's here, right? Okay then. Hustle onto the elevator and let's get the show on the road. I'll see you guys down there. Oh my gosh. So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Oh gosh. The music was really loud in my headphones. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Oh, someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. I'm still not sure who would have done it because what motive could you have to kill Chihiro, okay? That's my question. Hey everyone, I guess I'll talk to Mondo. Freaking Toko, man. What's got her so worked up? Taka? I don't know why the killer did what they did, but neither do I. I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails. Right, bro? Alright. Yeah, I could... You ready? We doing this? I'm not ready yet. I want to talk to everyone. Sakura! I will uncover the villain who performed such heinous acts on a weaker individual. I'll get Kyoko. Just kinda... Hifumi! Miss Fujisaki, I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe. That's what your concern is? Hey, you know, yeah, I'll talk to Celeste. I'll get Kyoko. There is something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. I don't know. I see you, Kyoko. I guess it wasn't much help at all in this one. Aww. And then Kyoko. Shall we begin? Well, I just want to talk to everyone. Byakuya? I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you. Toko! Okay. I just like talking to everyone. And... Alright! Here we go! We have no choice, right? We have to do this. Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. Oh boy. Down in the elevator we go. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally... Ding ding! It came to a sudden stop. Ah, here we go. What do you think? I redecorated! Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good, good! You're rip-raring to go! Gotta say I don't hate it. Not at all. Okay then, let's get this show on the road! Everyone, please find your assigned seats! And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Yeah, and I'm not excited for... yeah, I'll save. Sure. Okay. E-handbook. I already went through the truth bullets. I don't think there's anything else. I know she got killed. I know Chihiro got killed at 2 a.m. I remember Mondo's account. I remember Aoi's. I remember Sakura's. I know Chihiro's handbook is missing. The stain, which is really weird. I seriously think the rows got switched. Library desk lamp and Celeste, who saw Chihiro. Alright. Set skills. Okay. So I didn't get to see what these were. All of them. Neutral liberation. Okay, so the focus gauge decreases more slowly during concentration and fever time, effective during the non-stop debate. The Hangman's Gambit and the Bullet Time battle costs 5 SP. Sweet, I'm glad. I mean, I kind of figured I could, but I am very glad that I could equip 2, or I think 3 skills. Increases bullet capacity, effective during the bullet time battle, costs 4 SP. Okay, so that's vocabulary. I'm equipping all of them. Oh, okay, I see. So 12 out of 13, so I guess I'd have to choose wisely next time. I don't know. I'll find out next time. Oh my gosh. I don't think I have to check anything else. Nope. I don't think so. I think I'm good. I think I am good. Trial, all rise. Gosh. Alright. Let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial, so your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then, so first off, let's talk about the murder weapon. Okay, so first we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. The weight! It was the weight! Locker room dumbbell. Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound. According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument, but what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe. No! Dang it, I missed! Interesting. That certainly would make for a powerful weapon. Poor Chihiro. No, I know exactly what it was. I missed though. Gosh. The weapon had to be at the scene of the crime. There was something with a blood stain on it. No, it was There we go. I finally got it. I kept on missing it like 3 times. Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury. And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one. You looked at her head wound? Yeah, that's so creepy! Well, if you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear. You sure? What? For real? Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack. Oh, okay, that's what you meant. I thought he was gonna point out Toko. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to the non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely, because I need to know. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the A button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. Oh boy. Oh no. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Oh no. Oh boy, I'm so nervous now. I was nervous from the start, but... Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. I don't know what it's set to. I don't remember. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. I guess I'll find out. Well then, good luck and have fun. I don't know. Make your argument. Genocide Jack case file. The culprit is Genocide Jack. Oh! So okay. But that's impossible. What makes it impossible? I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it. There is proof. So I guess I do have the... It's not on gentle. That's alright. I might know one reason he could be involved. What? I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case. What? What kind of weird crap isn't it? Oh, that's kind of weird as crap, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library? The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth, so let's forget about that for now. Probably. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appears to be 2 defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder. Oh, that's right! Booblust! What? No, it's actually bloodlust. But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public. Never made public? What the hell is this? Oops. Why don't you tell them, Makoto? The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know. If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body. Ah, shoot, that stupid time limit. How the victim was positioned, yes, because apparently in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department. However, Chihiro is most definitely suspended in the same way. Wasn't there something missing, though? So, how did the culprit know about this, when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack. No freaking way. You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us? Yes, in fact, it's Toko. Wait! What? What? Wait a minute, though. Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa. You lie! What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a second. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood? Okay, like, I don't know if it's definite if it's her, though. Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no. Another riddle? Man, why's this gotta be so complicated? It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is, she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Maybe I'm giving Toko the benefit of the doubt. Oh, Hangman's Gambit. Wait, oops. No! Why do I suck? What it is? I keep messing this up! Okay. Oh, got it. Okay. Nope, that's just me being silly. Oh, I'm so glad I got it. Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality? Huh? I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder. I can't talk. Okay, but still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality. Okay, the one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her behavior. Her behavior changed. Okay. Gosh. You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right? That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then when she woke up... I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah. Whoa, was that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Yeah. She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. She was acting funny, yep. She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared. Toko assigning adjective to my tone without permission. Evidence is still pointing to Toko. Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. True? In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can. So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack? I won't let Genocide Jack have control. Seems like it. I'll just drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend. The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out. That seemed to be why, yeah. What? Toko was afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her, of killing even more people. How? She technically wouldn't know, right? If she had a split personality? Yeah. Yeah, how can you know all this? I do believe you misunderstood her. But Byakuya doesn't explain what promise she was talking about. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No, what she wants to know is, how could you tell them? Huh? Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko? Ugh. Gah. This is all a lie, right, Toko? Oh no. You said you wouldn't tell anyone. What? Oh no. You promised. I can't believe you lied. You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. Oh. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. Okay. I want to hear about this. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise, I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. Okay, was I completely fooled? You said if I could keep my promise, you would go out with me. Oh, Byakuya. Oh, that's the only reason I promised. How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. Oh, I'm sorry for doubting you, Byakuya. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you? I tried. I swear, I tried to control it, but your efforts were useless. What is it? What a disappointment. I hate you. Oh. Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly. The person? What? You don't mean? Oh no. What? Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. No way. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... Oh my gosh, no way! Oh no! Holy cow! Oh my gosh, I was... Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see? Gah! What the heck? I am thinking the same thing, Hifumi! So, you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I was fooled the whole time? I thought there might be a chance you might have been innocent. I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill. What the frick is this? Toko? What happened to you? Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So, what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults. Gosh, she's completely... Yeah. She's so intense. Yeah, I'll say. Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body. This one is so different from the one we've come to know. I like how Kyoko is really calm. Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every ending has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun. She is so nuts. Yeah. This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane. I was giving her the benefit of the doubt. I'm so mad at myself. Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question? Oh, she's being so nice. What's up? Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that? Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds. God. Just kidding. Then it's not true? Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? Well, explain, please. And another thing. The police and government and society and the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town. Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding. Yeah. I'm so confused. This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt. A motive? Remember what Monokuma said? Or what my... I can't talk. I'm just taken aback. Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit. Huh? But I can't imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion. Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth. Okay. I was fooled again. Do you really expect any of us to believe you? Yeah! I could never believe a word you say, you monster! Maybe she's totally right about that. But something's still... I can't talk. But something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Yeah, we still have lots of evidence to go through. Status of the dead body. Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone. You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it? Perhaps you had an alibi that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking. When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches. And what more proof do we need? Okay, so give it up. You killed her. Okay. Okay. I just have to focus on remembering Chihiro's body. That must have the answer. No, I know what it is. Let's prove that what he said isn't quite right. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. I don't think I have to shoot. Oh shoot, did I hit that? Crap! Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one. Huh? How's it any different? Uh-oh. You don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you. I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or beef or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine. Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one. There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference. I thought it was the victim's fatal injury. Yeah. For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. Yeah, look at that. There's no... According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. No scissors at the crime scene of Chihiro's. So Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right? Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders. Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail. That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce. Gosh. Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking? So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged? That's right, the second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you'll see a clear difference. What was used to suspend her? Oh, I got it. Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists. What is your point? Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. The scissors, right? Specifically, a pair of razor-sharp scissors. And guess what? I used my own special designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Huh. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally, I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac, and there's two differences, but he's wrong. Big Mac? Are you referring to me? Gained a new nickname. Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference. Huh? My word, you really didn't notice. Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there just waiting to be discovered. A pattern? Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl. Let's see. Oh geez. I think I missed this. There's a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims and Chihiro didn't fit it? If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is... I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro. Wait, what? Oh, I don't know this one. I don't know. No. Oh, Oh, no. She's a girl. Friend? Ah, what an embarrassing word. What is that, a serious suggestion? Even if she was friends with Miss Morose, for me it's like, why do I care? So them being friends doesn't matter. Looks like I just embarrassed myself. Yeah, I did. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is... Okay, because Chihiro was a girl. There you go. Is it because Chihiro was a girl? Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money! What are you talking about? In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common. They're all guys. Ken Harada, 32, Tetsuhiro Honda, 17, Soji Gaku, 23, Kano Issei, 14, Takashi Yoshida, 30, Kamitsuna Taro, Takefumi Gono, Uchida Naohisa, I think it was, Takashi Masamune, okay, Yuto Yumejima, there was no end to it. I thought it was Masamune. They were all guys? That's right. The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men. Yeah, I can't believe I said it. I'm so embarrassed. The hell is wrong with you? I can't help it. I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged famadan. So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her? When an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only. We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy, but that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely when you're forced to kill in order to survive. Quiet, lowly cur. Lowly cur? Man, even Byakuya is shocked. I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? I'd make me the obvious suspect. Or it'd make me the obvious subject. That does make sense. Or make some amount of sense. Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell? Maybe use the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors at the school. Any scissors? I don't use just any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class, envy of the entire world scissors. Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school. Are you sure about that? Oh, look at that! Scissors! Da 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 da! Good! She's fully equipped! That's right, so I can kill anywhere, anytime. Who would I resort to dumbbells or rope when Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you, gutter dogs? All of you. Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot, so rope's totally out of the question anyway. I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent? But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that. Yeah, that's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever. Actually, hold on. There is one person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Oh, no. No, don't. Obviously not. I'm sorry, Byakuya. He knows so much about them. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? you'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you? Byakuya, come on. Are you saying Mr. Togami did it? And the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her. So he arranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I'd put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Ah, I'm on fire. Gosh, that face. Well, Byakuya, what's your response? I see. Now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer. Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange. And the locker rooms. They're suspicious, very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. Oh man. You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away. Ah, I messed that up. You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy, I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room. Nothing strange about that, I'd say. On the contrary, there's something very strange. Okay, then. What's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class. There's a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. Okay. A new element has been added to the non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. Next, we're going to add something called the truth flashback. What is that? If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the Y button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. Oh. So this memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? Oh gosh. So hold down Y. In this case though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Oh boy. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh gosh. Oh boy. I have to hold down Y. Monokuma File 2. You said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird? How? If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room, you absolutely take it. Alright. That's a natural reaction for any guy. The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. I think it's... So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that? I wish you'd taken me with you. Oh gosh. Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realized there is a clear contradiction there. Because it doesn't make sense. How could he have known before we even found it? Okay, I need to make that contradiction clear. Okay, because... Alright, hold on. I think it's Byakuya's statement. Was Chihiro. What? Hey! Wait! Wait! Doggone it! Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I get how this works. Okay, I think I know what it is. There we go. I finally got it. I had to reread what exactly I was doing. I wasted so much time. I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up. I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting, very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak. Huh? What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead, show us. What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him. What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it. There is, I think. There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there. Oh, proof that I'm the culprit, you mean? The differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders, the evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there? What could it be? Oh boy. Alright. The library desk lamp. What's the difference? What's the difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my own special scissors, and I use those same scissors to arrange the body. But what Chihiro was suspended with, it was some kind of rope, was it not? That's right, it absolutely was. And there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope. Hey Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh? You got it from... I never seen that rope before in my life. Oh, that's all... Obviously someone else must have had it hidden away somewhere. Byakuya, I was in the library with you! The proof that Byakuya did it is hidden within the rope? Yeah, guess it's possible, but first, the item she had been bound with was used like rope. But was it actually rope? No, it wasn't. Byakuya didn't use rope. He used a very specific object. Alright. I know which one it is. Now I just gotta make sure I get it right. Alright. Ah, no, I meant to hit it. You have seen that rope. Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because you see that rope, or should I say, that extension cord. What? Extension cord? Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact. Then Byakuya must be the one who took that extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility. That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this. Or something like this? Ah! I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. He is so calm. Makoto is right. Is that about right? This kind of hurts me because I like Byakuya. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned, as if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved? What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened. Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer. I don't disagree with not disagreeing. He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win. Sorry, But could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more. Huh? Well, do we really need to? We've already decided who did it. I know, but still. There's something that's bothering... There's something that's still bothering me. Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room to disguise my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you? Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. The scene of the crime, I don't think is the girls' locker room. You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else? How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There's absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else? Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene. The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that. I believe I do. Hey Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, you'd been so confident up till now. Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else. Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else? Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof. Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys' and girls' locker rooms. Okay, so, it's either, yeah, the carpet. The carpet in the boys' locker room is found, yes. I think that's, no! No, first I have to prove the scenes were switched. Evidence that shows the... shoot. I did it wrong. There's something that was switched between the boys and the girls' locker room. Okay, hold on. I thought it was either Sakura's account, the carpet, or... the locker room posters? Okay. I think I jumped ahead. The proof that she was killed somewhere else is... the poster that's hanging in each locker room. Your proof is some posters? The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boob supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that? I bet those massive jokes of hers were totally fake. Yeah. I don't think that's the point. Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room. So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched? And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura? You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you? Protein coffee? While I was in the girls' locker... I'm messing up. While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away. No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. Okay, I think this time it is the locker room carpet. There we go. The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet. That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee. Then, does that mean that the carpets... Then does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that? To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other is certainly plausible, don't you think? What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. Who the heck had that much strength, okay? By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place. I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that? Huh? Why would they go to all the trouble of switching... Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Yeah. Actually, an even bigger question, if the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with. Unless she borrowed a handbook. No, she did have a way. I can tell you what it was. I highly doubt that. Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it. Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Oh boy, here we go. I think she borrowed a handbook. Let's see what they say. Broken e-handbook. There we go. Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten in the boys' locker room somehow? Ah, I've got it. She must have hacked her e-handbook. I think that's it. She was the ultimate programmer after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her. No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall. Huh? What thing? Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem. Theoretically, if Chihiro was able to use Leon's handbook, she could get into the boys' locker room. But when we found Leon's handbook in the main hall, there's no doubt that it was... In which case, can we really say that she used it? Okay, so it's either Taka's or it's either, okay, it's either Taka's or Hiro's. She didn't hack her handbook, I don't think. Oh, wait, no, I think it is Taka's. Hold on. Oh, shoot! Ah! Doggone it, I took my time down. No, I can do this. Yes, I hit it. There we go. It was Hiro's. No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook. Why not? Because Leon's handbook was broken. Oh, well then yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh? I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up. Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook? Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe. Yep. Hit the nail square on the noggin! Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyways. So then, she must have hacked hers like I said. She used her entire programmer skills and... You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring. Oh. But if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook... Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong? It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room, so I guess so. Okay then, I vote for Byakuya. Ooh, jumping to conclusions. Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya is the only one who did it? Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do. Hold on a second. Thank you, Kyoko! I agree with you though. I think you're on the right track. What the? You finally decided to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get into the boys' locker room, right? So, why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access. What? What are you talking about? What other way is there? Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something. Wait! Just what do you think you're doing? Don't worry, this will make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you. Huh? It'll make things more exciting. Well, alright then. I declare an official class trial recess. Huh? For real? Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring, or I'll be very unhappy. Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go? Ooh, where are we going? So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead, and where she took us was... oh boy. Well, that's a good place to go. The girls' locker room. We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy? I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time. You want to check it again? Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time. Examine her carefully? Like using her hands? No way! It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a dead girl's body. It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know? Oh, brave Sakura. Very well, I'll do it. But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it. Yes, just let one of the boys do it. No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me. Sakura! What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? Oh my gosh. That's not it at all. That's not it at all. Stop screwing around. Ugh. Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion. Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body. Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery. Her entire body? I know you say that, but what? This is... what is this? What is it? Not possible. It's not possible. Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled. This girl is what? Is a boy. Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact. Who? What? I was... oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was wondering, but I didn't say it. You're joking, right? I wouldn't joke about this. Then it's really true? Chihiro was a guy? Hmm? Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat! Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy! Then, he was a cross-dresser? Now I'm really on fire. I wish I had killed him. So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting! Well, this helped, okay? I'm sure it helped. Yes, that certainly does make things much more interesting. Now, let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. So excited. I think you're too excited for your own good. Ahem. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. Gosh. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there. Well, yes. I don't know his reasons for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy. To think that Chihiro was actually a guy, the thought had never even crossed my mind. And because the victim was a male, he would have had no problem getting access to the boys' locker room. Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true. Of course! His handbook said he was a boy! He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through! So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room. So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room. I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible. Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body. This is most titillating. This is the most titillating situation. So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear. Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever, we still think you're the killer, remember? Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed. He's off in his own little world. What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer? Well, without a doubt, Byakuya's the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all. Oh my gosh. Good. What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place? I mean, he was surprised when we talked about the boys' locker room and how Chihiro may have been, killed in there. He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him. And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him? Plus, the evidence you left behind was a little too, how can I put it, overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you. So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being. Mark it as correct? He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it. Are you freaking... Wow. Are you screwing with us right now? No, I'm not. Effing with you right now. Oh. I keep reading it weird wrong. No, I'm not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth. Well, I find it very hard to believe. Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us. If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why'd you do that to his body? My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it? Oh gosh, I really don't know. Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more. We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it. That's not clear, though. No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here. That's very true. Or that's true. Very well then. I'm with you too. Darn straight. Count me in. Do you not have a mind of your own? Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something? Don't really see Hiro get mad too much. Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision. That's very true. Our lives are all on the line. Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek? But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means... Okay, so, yeah. I was like, yeah, that's right. Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. I have no clue who it could have been. I have no clue. Celeste account. Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it? Well, clues are one thing, but... did nobody get a look at the killer? Are you sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now? Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now. Yeah, we all need to... Oh, wait. We need right now is any kind of new info. It's all over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer, and only the killer. And it's not like they're just going to turn themselves in. Game over, man. Game over. Okay, I need to go through that again. Yeah, no, not game over. I need to go... No, as a matter of fact, there is an eyewitness regarding Chihiro. She has more information about that. Alright. There we go. I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste? Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him. Huh? Really? Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises. Ooh. Whatever, just tell us. Just hurry up and tell us. It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. Why was I going to say suit? And then I assumed he headed off to exercise. A track jacket in a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene. It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence. And that's when he said something that struck me as rather odd. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry. Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think. So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together? But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined. Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right? Which means that, conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed. What a marvelous friendship. Gosh. The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was. But knowing what we know, I can't even guess. No, you already have what you need to make the connection. Huh? You know who the killer is. Really? I don't know. So seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer? Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items and it should become obvious who is waiting for him. Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have? What, you want to track down some fingerprints or something? Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it. As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from. Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out. Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special. Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some kind of connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket? Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took. Does Chihiro's track jacket really have some clue about the killer? Somehow, it's really hard to believe. Oh man. I still can't figure it out! Ah! Celeste's account. First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did? What do you mean the specific tracksuit? I got it. He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one that the culprit was wearing. So what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? Ah! My tracksuit is black. Ah! Doggone it! I don't even have a tracksuit, because exercising sucks. I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know. Can any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is? No way, not a chance. You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it? She's right, what he just said now is really odd. How did he know something like that? Oh my goodness! Wait! Yeah, it was the blue tracksuit. How'd you know, Mondo? Oh no! Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say? Huh? What'd I say? When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said, I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. But then I assumed he headed off to exercise. She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit? What are you just... Hey Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit? As a matter of fact, it was blue. And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that? The only one I told about any of this was you. Then Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was? But because I just... Oh no! I'm sure he just saw the clothes at some point in the investigation. Or Chihiro asked him to work out with him, but no, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were suddenly disposed of by the time we began our investigation. Then the only reason he could have known that what color the tracksuit was is if he saw a Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility. Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro? So many weird nicknames. So how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you? Just by chance, I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me. He was carrying the tracksuit in his hands. No, that can't be it either, according to Celeste's testimony. She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone. When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was. It would appear you've dug your own grave. Oh no. Perhaps, but you handed him the shovel, did you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with. What a bunch of nonsense. Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge. That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning. But why? What made you so suspicious? That's a good question. The way he was acting? Dang it! There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dudes. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't. You noticed such a tiny detail? Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful! No, I'm not the frightful one. I thought I was wrong. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend. Oh, Mondo. Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro? I didn't kill anyone. You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a gosh darn criminal? Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation. It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky. But that was fast. Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads. My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence? Really? What kind of evidence? Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant. Geez, did your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us. If you really insist, then... here it is. What do you have there? It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up. You found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to... It's Chihiro's! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right? For a fact. For a fact indeed! I was totally sure I'd found it. Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right? Well, that's what I was hoping, but it's busted. It won't even turn on. I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder. That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile. That's right, they're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one. And yet this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Pooh-hoo-hoo. Do you really think there might be some kind of mystery in there? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbook break? There's only one possible explanation. Okay, I was not sure. You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Oh yeah, you remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good. Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks? Oh well. I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break. I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Oh, okay.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, you found the victim's handbook in the sauna. And the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it. Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right? Indeed, quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident? What do you mean, by accident? What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it. I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna. Ugh! No! Someone did! 2 people! I might know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was... who may have brought their handbook into the sauna. It had to be the one who wore all their clothes into the sauna. It was... Wait, but Mondo... Wait. I thought it was Mondo, though. Hold on. No, it certainly wasn't me. Oh, oops. You seem awfully red, Otaka. Could it be you know who it actually was? In that case, there's really only one person left it could have been. Okay, I embarrassed myself. Yeah, I even knew that one. I knew that one. It was Mondo because... Taka and Mondo both did it, but we were talking about Mondo. I even knew! I don't like second guessing myself. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it? Whoa, what? Why? Why do you keep accusing him? Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his uniform on. But, oh, I forgot, that's right. I did forget that he did keep it on. But little did he realize, he also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it. No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I won't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof. I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Man. Broken e-handbook, Chihiro's handbook, and card reader. Oh boy. Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook. In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right. Oh my gosh darn, handbook works just fine. So see? Look! Makoto was wrong after all. I'm not wrong. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly. He was... No! I'm sure Mondo's handbook broke during their sauna showdown. If I can just prove that, then that will show that the handbook Mondo has must actually be... Yep. Alright, so... Here's handbook, card reader. Oh, no. Oops. Got it. Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours? The frick is that supposed to mean? The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours? What the heck are you talking about? What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken. That's right! The punishment it suffered... Oops. The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it. So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's. Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes? But that doesn't violate the school regulation that says loading out your handbook is prohibited? Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. Oh my gosh. It's kind of a gray area, I admit, but no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. Of course it does. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules. Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. Oh. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but... It's a son of a bee. Ah. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. Oh. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up. Oh, Taka, no. Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong. Alright. So that's when Celeste saw her. Okay. And what do I have? The bag, right? Yep. Alright. She hit it, went about her way. I think? Oh. Oops, wrong one. I think it's that one. Wait. Wait. Hold on. Alright, so... I think that he struck her with the dumbbell, or grabbed the dumbbell. And then dumbbell got blood on it. Alright. Rolled it up. Switch the posters. Holy cow. Ah! Alright, no, I think that's wrong. Hold on. Oh! Okay. Alright, hold on. Something's missing there. And... you had to have written it here and put it there. There maybe? Where does this go? Maybe that? Alright, so that's the blue one. Shoot! Alright, I think... Alright, I'm gonna go with it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll have to go back. First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue jacksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there, and the person he met was the one who killed him. Holy cow, I'm actually doing pretty good! Ah, yay! It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. What? No, I didn't lay out my reasoning right. I need to rearrange the events of the case. Gosh darn, what'd I do? Okay, what? Was it the poster? Is that what I mixed up? Oh! I think that was it. I think? No? I thought I... Okay. I think that's it. I think. Here we go again. And attacked him. Yep. Yay! And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment, the body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act, first pulling out the blood-stained carpet, then removing the bloody poster. What? Oh, shoot! Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act, first pulling out the blood-stained poster, then removing the bloody poster. Okay. I made it to Act 3. With 2 mistakes. And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. Or 3, was it? I don't know. The girls' handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. Alright, after all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get in the girls' locker room without much problem. No, I didn't. Ah, gosh darn. Oh no, I only have half a heart. Oh no. Oh no. Shoot. I didn't realize. I might. I might get this wrong. Ah, no. But I don't think it's this. Wait. Wait. What did I... Wait. Oh, I might get it wrong. A boy can get a girl. I did it wrong again. No! No, I did it wrong! Oh, no! No one believes me. No one wants to hear what I have to say. Yeah, never got a game over. Uh-oh, have we already come to the end of the debate? Well then, the class trial is officially adjourned. Now it's time to reveal who's the Blacken. Well, this is cool. Good to see what the game over screen is like. It appears the one with the most votes is Makoto. Oh, it's just me? However, Makoto is not the Blacken. Too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. Congratulations to them! On the other hand, everyone else must now be punished. Is this really it for us? Is it all over? Yes, I would love to give it another shot. Thank you for my hearts back. Can't give up now. Oh, it saves me. Thank you. Alright, so for sure I was right with everything else I had except for the ones I got wrong. Ah, okay. Back to the drawing board for me. Alright, this time I think I'm right. Because I totally forgot. I was like, wait a minute. I'm forgetting something. They're removing the bloody poster. And yep, that's exactly what I was forgetting. Oh my goodness. And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. I literally had to do that like 3 times. Cause I thought I was wrong with some of my other choices. I was like, no, I don't think I am, but oh my goodness. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. This alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they'd brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. Yep, sure did. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. The killer didn't want to make the mistake that Leon did. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Mondo! Isn't that right? Mondo Owada? Mondo! But wait! No, this can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence? You need evidence! You need proof! I just gave it to you. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him. Well, I already said what happened. Evidence that Mondo is the killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. A new element has been added to bullet time battles. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely! Let's talk a little bit about Fever Time and Nega Time. During a bullet time battle, if you press the RB button, Fever Time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. Really? So you can push AY however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got access to special time, right? Uh-oh. So we've also prepared something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates Negatime during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. Oh, shoot. If you were to activate Fever Time at this point... No, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. I'm worried. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use Negatime. Oh my gosh. My action difficulty is... Pretty sure it's not set to gentle. Well then, good luck and have fun. What did I do? Why did I do this to myself? Oh, doggone it. Ah, doggone it. Shoot. Shoot. No! You Wait. Doggone it. Ah! Dang it! I failed! Oh. Am I doing this right? I don't know if I'm doing this right, but I think I am. I just wanted to do it before he did. Oh, gosh darn it. Doggone it, Taka. Without any proof, you can't pin any evidence? There we go. Break! If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we don't gotta do that. Huh? Yeah. I did it. I killed him. Mondo? Aww. Yeah, I know. You're gonna grade me on the... that C. Bro, what are you saying? I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. As for the gosh darn verdict. Oh, Mondo. Roger that! Too excited. Way too excited. Oh, wait. Hold on. No waiting. No holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank. Who will you elect as the Blacken this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Well, since I have made many mistakes... What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? I made so many mistakes on this trial. Oh my gosh. Mondo. She did it. Oh. Uh-oh. This time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blacken that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Owada! Ah, man. In case you're wondering,
The vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful.
I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way he would kill someone. Sorry. Why are you apologizing? Why? 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 Why did you do it? That's what I want to know. Really badly? Because, I mean, I know Mondo.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf. The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward the text.
Nope, I want to hear this, so I'm not going to do that.
Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He had heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out.
Oh man, Chihiro.
Now nobody will... Oh, oops.
Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy.
But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him. It was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger.
I'm weak. Oh man, Chihiro, oh my gosh. Weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept that fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you won't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Wado Kuma announced the revealing...
Wait, oh, no, I said it right.
And then the lovely and hateful Wado Kuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets.
Huh. So he admitted it himself, eh?
Which, of course, included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge.
Of course you were. This is why you're lovely and hateful.
Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy. And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost.
Oh. See, I kind of like Taka's idea of, you know, everyone saying what their secret was, but nope, didn't work out.
If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
Oh. So sorry. I don't really want to talk about it right now. Yup. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I could talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone.
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
Now's my chance. I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better.
With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Oh my gosh. So the day he decided to change, like, get stronger. Oh my gosh. Why?
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
It was me.
Yep, it sure was! The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep that secret.
Yeah, you know...
Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to.
I mean... the only thing about Mondo is he's a gangster, so... Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. Oh. Oh, I think that's Monokuma. So
he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room? Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Was it that to cover up what he'd done?
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. Okay, that's actually... Yeah, the real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro.
But how does moving the body keep it secret?
Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so... He tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Wow, so even... That's... Actually... Wow. Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Why? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Taka. So why? Why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know. So that's what triggered it, after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed. But people found out anyways. That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone? Is it possible? How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend, he obviously can. That's all there is to it.
Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know. You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother.
What? They were brothers? Oh, wait. Oh, sorry.
Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone.
His brother Daisuke.
Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a bicycle. Ba-vroom! Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone else knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Oops, anyone knew it. Daya, the older brother, #1 in the gang, and his #2, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. Sorry. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created his gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Oh. Almost every day, Mondo heard gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why I gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Oh. Once, just one time. No matter what, I gotta win. I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. Mondo? You gotta be joking. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. Oh no. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly... Oh, no. No. Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fricked up. Sorry. Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team. You and me. Put together. It's a promise between men. Mondo, you... He decided to hide the truth. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brothers, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to leave the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. Mondo, that is not the way to do it. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. You lied! And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. I like how he adds lovely in there. I would just cross that out. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Okay, so yeah, dark secrets. Those are some pretty dark secrets. Mondo killed his own older brother. That is a dark one, definitely. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why you don't kill Chihiro! You know, Monokuma. Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turns itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there,
He told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus. Yeah. I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Huh? 'Cause I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would... You're right, but I want to change. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. Oh. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. No, you two just had something somewhat in common. Not exactly in common, though. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt, right? Hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us. Oh. So what? You're saying I should just say it? You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? I mean, I think the truth would have been better. Even if it was bad. Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. Yeah, that takes a lot of courage, Chihiro. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I'd never have. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me. Aww. Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you freaking with me right now? I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. He was complimenting you. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed, and ruin everything? What's wrong? Oh, Chihiro. Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face? No, I just really admire you. Oh my gosh. I admire your strength. He's being so honest. That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. Stronger than you. And stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him down on the ground. Hey! Taka, I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back. I really wish you didn't do it. Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. If everyone could have just been honest about their dark secrets. Gosh darn it. You make me so mad.
Look at him. You see, you're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory, for that he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't.
You jerk. Just shut up, you son of a bee. Go ahead. Say that again. I dare you. Yeah, Monokuma doesn't care about any of this.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching.
Monokuma's favorite time. My least favorite time. Punishing? You mean execution?
That's what I promised you, right? The blacken that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment for Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader.
This all could have been avoided, but no, Monokuma, you... Okay, Monokuma's not at fault for the honesty parts. If everyone was just honest... No, wait! Let's
give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
I'm not excited. You're way too excited. I said, wait! Oh, Mondo. Oh, that's sad. Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made from one man to another. No. That makes me even more sad. Mondo has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Game over for Mondo. I think I don't like you. Every single time these executions happen, Monokuma. No. Oh, he even has a pompadour. The Cage of Death. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Yeah, now, you know what, Monokuma, I don't want to look at you right now. Mondo butter? Oh, that's just... I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing, Monokuma.
Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace.
I'm not laughing. It can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I mean, that was really brutal. I mean, I kind of think Leon's was worse, only because that seemed, I don't know, that pelted with so many baseballs, but at the same time, like, for crying out loud, Mondo, that was bad too, though. That was really bad. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Oh, Taka. I can't. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But he, of course he had to. Wow, Byakuya! What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. Byakuya? You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that? Of course I do, because this game is life or death. I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response, except that I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime? Why? Yeah, why did you? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. Oh, yeah. Okay. His voice was calm, emotionless. like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual. So you ignored the nighttime rule too? That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it. Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. What? Well, yeah, okay, that makes sense, yeah. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. What? You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him. I just didn't know Byakuya saw him immediately right after.
So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. I guess I guess it did. You did all that to liven things up? So, after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene? But darn, man, if we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? That was a gamble. Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Yeah, he would have just been honest. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. What'd I do? Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. Oh! I mean, what? So that was your reason. Are you satisfied? I mean, I'll catch you, but I'm sure it'll be really difficult if you ever do something. Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on, there's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
Oh? I'm up next?
Don't get too excited, Bear. You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why?
Poo-hoo-hoo, do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All the punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
You're over-exaggerating.
I am not over-exaggerating.
Are you just like...
These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Yeah, you're not a good bear. I already knew that, but... What do you mean?
Mean? Mean? Mean? Mean. Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ah, the noble son of a noble family! Truly, you understand me? Pooh-hoo-hoo, I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
Please don't be friends with him, Byakuya. Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Yay. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you, understand? In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
Oh, so cool! It's like you're the main character of a video game or something! No trash mob for you!
I swear whatever it takes, I will kill you.
Pooh-hoo-hoo! Temper! Sounds like someone needs a nap! Pooh-hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Ah-ha-ha!
This bear, he is... I don't know. Whoops. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue. because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair. What?
Well, anyway, like I was saying,
Who is that?
this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you're supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie.
What?
Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
I mean, there's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away!
No one wants to know those, Monokuma. Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
Gwaha!
16th?
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied, because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends. Poo-hoo-hoo! Poo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Oh gosh. I am really curious. What are you hiding, Monokuma? Boy's life of despair. The end. Yep, now we're down to 10. Oh, geez, now we're down to 10. To be continued! What? You received the Crazy Diamond present! Oh. Two of a kind. Nice achievement. Oh. Ugh. Sniff. Sniff, sniff. I know I shouldn't cry. But I've had enough. Oh man, I can't take it anymore. Getting out of here anytime soon? It's impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to... Oh, darn. You know... Donuts. I need to eat some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Glazed donuts, twisty donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled donut holes, malasadas. Oh, God of donuts, I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. Huh. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. But right now, for me, donuts are absolutely necessary. No! No, Aoi! No! Uh-huh. Huh? Gurgurgurn? I don't know how to make that noise. What's that sound? Gurgurgurn. It sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse. That is a weird noise. I'm super scared, but... Is someone there? What? Yeah! A next generation legend. Stand tall, galactic hero. Aw. Alright, yeah, you know what? The morning after the conclusion of the second class trial. Everyone met up in the dining hall, just like always. And I expected it to start like any other day. That's what I expected, but... Today's count kinda sucks, huh? Toko and Byakuya still refuse to show up. And I haven't seen Miss Asahita anywhere! She said her stomach was hurting, so she's taking it easy in her room today. That is rather unusual for her. Normally, she is full of energy. Which is exactly what makes me worry. So, it's just the 7 of us then? It looks that way. It's times like this where the committee chairman needs to get things going with a bang! I don't think Taka has recovered. Or not? Taka hasn't said a word since everything that happened yesterday. Well, a lot happened, and I'm still not happy about it. And then, turning Mondo into butter, that's... Monokuma's just... Every time I don't think he can do anything... anything worse, he does it. One look at his face showed he hadn't slept a wink last night. It must be because of Mondo. I wonder what that promise was. The two of them became so close, and then he finds out Mondo killed Chihiro. And then, having to watch Mondo get punished, and nothing he could do about it. I can't even imagine what it must have done to him. So, I mean, what's gonna happen now? We haven't found any way out, and we have no way if help's ever gonna come. Look, now I'm all depressed just thinking about it. We simply have to make the best of things, do our best to get along, and live here together in peace. Forget about the outside world, and accept this new life. That is the only hope we have now. What? To live here forever? Here we have every convenience. We have food, clothes, our every need is seen to. Why are you dissatisfied? I mean, she kind of has a point, but I wouldn't want to live here forever. In fact, let me ask you this. What is it about the outside world that you long for? Competition, discrimination, victimization, and violence. As society grows, so does its perversion. In which case, our current situation... Not... Demon Angel, pretty pudgy princess! Maggie, the drill shop owner, the bunny-eared Amazon cat girl, dog boy, Robo Justice, the Galactic King. And what I mean, there's no 2D here! Okay, so Hifumi is suffering. The mastermind puts such base desire to their advantage, bending you to their will. Well, anyway, since Taka's life, catatonic, as the oldest one here, I'm officially stepping up to take the lead. So, we're all gonna work together and spend the rest of the day searching the school. Searching? Well, I mean, since the class trial is over and all, there should be no new places for us to investigate. Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe we'll find some kind of clue this time. Then, once we're done eating, let's split up and begin looking around. Do you have any problem with that, Celeste? Well, there may well be a discovery waiting for us, which may further enrich our life here. No, the point is to look for clues. And just as we were starting to come together, she barged in and ruined the conversation. Oh gosh! I was like, who could ruin the conversation? I forgot about you. You called for me, and so I appear. Genocide. Ah, nobody called for you! Agreed. What the? How come it's Genocide Jill and not Toko? God, this place is just amazing. Finally, a place I can just be my murderous self. Which is why I've decided to stop holding back and spread my wings. No more hiding in a cave for me. Plus, I have another battle to fight. The whole killer with the split personality thing is so overdone. I gotta destroy that stereotype. I'll fight all day and all night to murder those totally slanderous cliches. Well, at least she's not gonna kill anyone so far. But you are a killer with a split personality. Gah! If she weren't here, my chances of survival would go up at least 10%! Come on, you gotta back me up here. Even the biggest stars need the little people to hold them up. Yeah! Well, whatever else to do today. First, we should eat. We can't do anything on an empty stomach. You're right. Let's hurry up and eat so we can start our investigation. Yeah! Gosh, she's so nuts. So we were forced to eat breakfast with the murderer, and after our much-needed but very annoying meal, we set to work looking around the school. Alright! Cool. Sorry for heading right into chapter 3, everyone. I just figured, you know, I'll get a little break. Ah! Oh. What? Oh, yeah, I'll weird. Did that even show up? Oh, yeah. I think it did. That is so weird. Why? Oh well, I have it. Whew. Yes, I have it. Okay. Okay. Alright, so. Okay, that was a lot. That was a lot to go through. Trial was super fun. I was nervous. I'm always nervous for the trials because, my goodness, they're so tense. They really put me on edge. Yeah, I don't approve of the, you know, what happened to Mondo, but, I was pretty upset finding out that he pretty much did kill his brother. Going onto oncoming traffic was not good. Like, I have so I know it just feels so intense. The trial and then the death scene. And I know I said I felt like Leon's was worse, probably because it just seemed maybe more torturous. And it seems like Mondo was just, like, gone immediately. Not immediately, but my goodness. Monokuma is always excited for those, and I just, gotta say Monokuma is creative as ever because, yeah, like I said before, I could not think of any of that. But holy cow, I really wish Mondo would have kept the promise. I mean, I think in a way it was kind of like, I mean, I thought that was good that he did kind of keep Chihiro from, put Chihiro in the girls' locker room. I thought that was actually good. In a way, he kind of kept a little promise, but for crying out loud, Mondo. Chihiro, he was so great. Oh my gosh. One of the best characters in my opinion. And Mondo was really hilarious and funny, but you know, yeah, he was still a gangster, and I really wish he could have turned around, but nope. Everyone here has some sort of dark secret, I'm sure. Except I think Makoto's maybe? I think Makoto's wasn't really that bad. But anyways, yeah. That was the class trial, and my goodness. The other cool thing was I'd have to say seeing Toko go from Toko to Genocide Jill. That was cool, but yeah. Genocide Jill is crazy. But anyways, chapter 3 is coming up. I'm honestly worried about Oe, but I don't know, maybe it'll be okay. Maybe things will be okay. I don't know. I really don't. I think we might have another floor to discover, but I'll find out in the next video. My goodness. That was so much. Oh my gosh. But cool. We'll find out what we're going to investigate in the next video. And we're going to see what chapter 3 is all about. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Oh wait, hold on. The other thing, I'm not sure who that was who Monokuma was talking to. No clue about that. And I'm starting to wonder, okay, so there's a 16th student? Who the heck could that be? But anyways, thank you so much for watching, everyone. We will find out what will happen in chapter 3. So take care, everyone.